Hello. Just here, just at work, and just took the bike. As you can see, this is my daily driver. And all this bullshit, in many cases I would say bullshit about tires. Just gonna show you something. Should be around, looking for the DOT number. Here it is. As you can see, 0504. We are 24 now, March 2024. These tires are 20 years old. This bike has been standing for 20 years. I've been opening it up and closing it. It's almost finished. I'll make a video about this. What have I done and what should you take care of if you buy this old bike. It's a BMW RT1100. But I'm just gonna show you. You can see there are no cracks in the tires. Yeah, I'm not going deep with them. I don't trust them fully. I usually ride in the rain because of the weather nowadays. But they've been through like 20 heat cycles, maybe 30 heat cycles, 2,000 kilometers. And these tires are actually still okay. Need to change the bobbins actually, but even the rear tire, you can see it has no damage at all. It's in gear. Also this one, 0204, and all this yakety yak online about my tires are 4 years old, change them. It's bollocks. The tires nowadays are so developed. These are actually Metzeler's Rotex Zulu 6. Nowadays these tires are so developed, they can take a punch. So rather invest in a good helmet like this, yeah, the Shoei Neotech, and just take a risk, because I mean, maybe risk is the wrong word, but you know, all this thing about the tires, you know, these tires are way better than we are. We can never put a limit on these tires. Just drive carefully in the rain, smooth to the gears, smooth on the brakes, everything progressive, and just ride these old tires. Yeah, I won't ride them on the limit, of course. Yeah, change them when the tread pattern is gone. So these have another 3,000–4,000 in the back easily, and then they go. Change for butt locks, BT16s or BT 2023s. So yeah, that's it. Please comment, give me a challenge if you don't agree, and cheers. So this is about 4,000 kilometers after the first part. Still have them. You can see they're wearing out. So there's the DOT. And in the back, you can also see, and although I have some tread left, what you start to see is like a square here, and I start to feel when I tip the bike it's going fast, you know, on the side. So this is actually a downside. And also after riding with my Triumph and my Angels, which are actually new or newer, like 1 or 2 years old, I have the feeling that it's like riding on, you know, it's very slippery, especially in the front. You always have the feeling it's skidding, like understeer. So I am
fairly easy. As you can see, I don't take a lot on the tire, but yeah, so a few thousand kilometers later, so that's in total 5,000 on the bike with these tires, because I bought it at 80,000. I am planning on buying a new set, so I'll do a couple of thousand more, easy peasy. It's still going, but in the experiment I've been riding mostly in the rain. I think 80%. It's been a wet year, and so I have to be careful, but still I'm busting and the whole theory that you cannot ride old tires. Like I say, 20 years old. Okay, so this is the end of the tires. So I done about 6,300 kilometers with this, and I have to say I just removed the wheels. So here they are. And I was lucky, we actually got in August some hot weather and I was able to ride it. And I have to say they were pretty good in hot conditions. Much more grip. On the wet I had a lot of sliding, especially the front was very bad. The rear was pushing the front all the time, so you could feel, you know, understeer. And also the biggest reason I changed now, because you can see the front is actually on the limit, almost no grooves left for water. You can see here, you know, if you can see it, here it's almost flat, and then here it's thicker, so in the middle it will displace not a lot of water anymore. And here you can see it's flat. So this patch, which is normal, I usually use this on the highway, to work is on the highway, so I don't use this bike for traveling. I have this one or that one, but I'm working on that one. So yeah, it's time. It's been a good trial, but the reason I changed them now is because you can see it's September, well, October tomorrow, and it's really raining, and the wife says please don't take the risk anymore. And I'm like, okay, I know what it's been doing from March until now. I think I have a pretty good idea. I'm not gonna push it any further, especially with the front. The rear is okay, but you always change in a pair. Like I say, 21 years old, it's been more than enough, and I chose those Pirellis. I always use Pirellis, also on the Tiger, on the Triumph I just show you. So I got me a set. They're GTs, not GT2s. Well, it's more than enough. I mean, even STs would have been great, but Angel STs, but they didn't have them. And so I got me this. I'm pretty happy with that. So today or tomorrow I'll go to the tire guy and he will change it for me. I don't do this myself, but yeah, it's time. But all in all, I mean, all this talk about your tires are gonna explode, I mean, it's not gonna happen. It really is not gonna happen. The wear on this one has been pretty good, stable. So the suspension is okay, but yeah, so good enough for me. So yeah, please share your comments if you have them, and if you have done the same, what was your experience, maybe with another tire. But yeah, I mean, I think when I got this new Pirellis, this bike will be transformed comparing grip. We have very wet weather in Belgium, cold weather, so it's been good. All right, it was a successful test. Like I say, I didn't push the bike I just rode it, normal day, legal. Sometimes okay, I was going on the lights, but in the corners I was always easy. Only when the weather was really hot, then I could really feel feedback. The bike was telling me something. While in the cold, there's no feedback. You just feel it sliding, and you know if I push it further, then I would crash it. So I don't recommend riding all tires, but I also don't recommend listening to all the hoaxes and all the bullshit about it. I mean, you can even go to the dark side if you want. I mean, I don't really care. It just shows you, well, me and maybe you, that if your tire is 5 years old, 6 years old, don't fall into the trap of the marketing. Just ride it. Just adapt, you know, adapt. All right, thank you, and see you guys in the next video.
So as final part, luckily I didn't forget. This is with the new tires. I chose Angels. I always ride Pirelli. I think I already said that in the former part. I rode to work yesterday, which is 55 kilometers times 2, so 110. And it was really good. The biggest difference I felt was steering. The front's really more stable, and it turns really fast. Yeah, and also potholes and all these things that I take are really less hard on me, so the vibrations, and when you go into corners it sticks really good to the line, and yeah, everything else, response on the gas, braking stability, it's all basically the same, but everything is a little bit better. But the points I just said, you really feel. Yeah, really happy with this. Actually I made some yellow paint. I think it's cool, I think it's classic. Yeah, the more you can see the bike, the better. So this not really, if you don't know, you probably won't see it, but it's a nice touch. So yeah, old tires, it's possible if you adapt. New tires, way better. So yeah, hope this one helped, and stay safe. Bye.